Shea and the OKC Thunder take Game 1.
Everyone expected this OKC winning the game 1 of this series. It became a blowout in the end, but throughout the whole game, I think the Lakers were able to make this game at least close, especially that first half where LeBron seems to be the best player in the court. Even if Lou Dort was guarding him tightly, LeBron was still able to find his spots and take the tempo of the game. I think if LeBron plays like this for every game or more, we still have a small chance against OKC. But yeah, what is there to say? Everyone thinks this is for the OKC to take, especially since we don't have the Don Luka. I think everything will still depend on how well we can shoot to give us a chance. And AR, we need you, man. Austin Reeves did not shot the ball well today. I hope he can call his brother right now and fix what needs to be fixed with the shooting. I think he's not aggressive enough, knowing one of his strengths is driving to the basket and finishing with both hands, or just getting foul calls and going to the line. I just don't think he did enough to put pressure on the OKC as much as LeBron. And I think Steph said this, like almost every star has off nights against OKC. So especially against guards, because they have a lot of switchable defenders. It also didn't help that he really still doesn't have his legs. I don't think he is 100% right now. Coming back from injury, a lot of people are calling him a dropper in these playoffs. Also considering the last playoffs against the Timberwolves, where he is also not as efficient in the regular season, but I think he was also hurt during that time. Yeah, but he has moments in the playoffs, so I'm still expecting that he can bounce back from this. I just don't think that Austin Reeves played as badly as people making it seem to be. Yes, he had a off night shooting the ball, but I also know that he is very competitive, and I don't think he'll let it end like this, especially with LeBron and JJ in his ear. I think he still has a lot to offer going forward in the series. His lack of production in this game 1 is just so visible because nobody showed up except LeBron and Rui hitting some shots. But of course, that won't be enough against this OKC team that is very good defensively and offensively. We need AR to make this series competitive to the very least, because we can expect the 41-year-old LeBron to hit another gear. Or can we? Man, Marcus Smart, I love you this playoffs, but it could help if you would shot a bit less and let LeBron AR handle things offensively. But I can also understand why he had to, because like I said earlier, AR wasn't as aggressive as he needs to be. There was a couple of plays where LeBron and Smart are on the bench and he had pick and roll with Jackson Hayes. The other ended up in an and one from Jax. Not a bad thing, but it felt in those two possessions that he is not even looking to attack. After that screen, he just pass it to Jax, maybe the correct play, but you can spam that. That's not sustainable. We need you to be the 40-point scorer in that regular season stretch right now. And yeah, Rui was very good today too. He is our second best player. He is also aggressive inside, sealing defenders for easy baskets in the paint. And DA2 played well today, I think. Although he had two early fouls, he was also aggressive in those offensive rebounds, which is one of the things that we can exploit on the Thunder. He can outmuscle Chet inside, but Chet played incredibly well today too. If we want to at least compete, not win, but at least compete in this series, we both need our two stars to be huge. And if Rui and DA can have good games inside and out, and if Smart can able to slow down Shea like he did today, we might have a chance, even just a little bit. If we just have the chance, close game in the fourth quarter, and LeBron have enough to get us through. I think he won't let those chances slip away. And Vando had a very scary injury today. Even the OKC players were spooked when they saw the injury on Vando's fingers. It was a bad finger injury. There was a report that I think JJ said that they put his finger back on, like literally, and it was splintered, so he is day to day, and that's insane, man. But yeah, his day to day, I don't know how much pain he is experiencing right now for him to be still day to day. So yeah, Bando is a warrior. I think if he thinks he can play, I think he still play. But yeah, I don't think OKC minds much if Bando plays or not. But I think throughout his minutes in game 1, he was solid defensively. And if he can have some minutes against Shea or EJ Mitchell, that would be huge. Shout out AJ Mitchell. He was a bowler today. Especially now that we have to play Jake LaRabia. No offense, but I don't know, man. I was excited with him during the off season, but he was just not very good throughout the regular season. But it seems in these playoffs, his weaknesses are just exposed. Yes, he can shoot, but he's not consistent. He plays hard on the defensive side of the ball, but he doesn't defend intelligently. He doesn't dribble well enough, and there was a possession where I feel like we are catching up to the Thunder. I think we aren't able to shrink the lead to less than 6 digits, but it's less than 6 points, but it's still not double digits, so we're still in the game. But there was a play where we were able to score and get a stop on OKC, and we're in transition. And LeBron is running, and we have a very great chance to cut the lead to, I think, 4 during that time. And Jake has the ball. He passed it to LeBron, but the pass was so behind Bron. And Shea was able to steal that, and oh my god. I swear, I lost it watching that play. I think LeBron would have been able to make at least to make that basket or get fouled, and we'll have the momentum going forward. But to turn that ball over, that sucks, man. Of course, I can't blame him. I can't blame everything on him. But after that, even though Smart was able to call a jump ball on Shea anticipating the ball, we could have turned things around there, except the opposite happened. And after that, I felt like we were just on a downhill spiral. Jared McCain was suddenly open, hitting threes. The lead just got doubled, and yeah, we lost game 1. I don't mind the Bando injury since Bando is only our 8th or 9th man in these rotations. I just hate that LaRabia has to take his minutes from now on instead of him. I hope JJ play Bronny instead of Jake. I think Bronny has more than to offer, especially defensively against this OKC team. Than whatever Jake can give. He seems like the Manuel Ugarte of this Lakers team. I don't hate Jake, but I give credit to him when I can. I just hate seeing him play right now. But it's downright just bad. But yeah, Gabe Vincent, bring us back Luke Kennard, pretty please. What happened to Luke, man? But yeah, do you think the Lakers can steal one game at OKC? And if they can steal one game, I think we are very much in this series, because I don't think if the OKC got up to 2-0 in the series, I don't think we'll be able to win 2 games straight even at home. That will be very difficult. But so it's very important for us to steal at least one game in this OKC home, so we can play at our best during the game 3 and the game 4 at our home. And if we can have momentum going back home, if we can steal this game 2, I think it will be a very huge help for us going forward. So yeah, but What are your thoughts? Do you think the Lakers can still win the series? Do you think they can still win one game at away at OKC? But yeah, I think that's it. That's all. Let's go Lakers. Calibalismo.